you had some party, and then you took the whole party back to your place or something? Was that you who did that? Was it P. Diddy? What's the ratio? What's the proper mix at a party? How many men to women?
You gotta have at least 3 to 1.
3 to 1?
Yeah, 3 to 1.
3 women for every guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to have the right type of men that can handle that situation.
Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party? Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there, Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man, Faith Evans.
Are Diddy and Howard Stern really just friends, or is there something deeper behind their connection? In this video, we will explore the intriguing relationship between these two entertainment icons. From secretive parties to questionable alliances, we dive into the footage, interviews, and conspiracy theories that have the internet buzzing. What's really going on between Diddy and Stern? And how will their friendship withstand the storm of controversy surrounding Diddy? A curious friendship. Unpacking the Diddy and Howard Stern dynamic. Diddy, known for his high-profile lifestyle and extravagant parties, and Howard Stern, the iconic radio personality, may seem like an unlikely duo. However, images and footage of the two together, especially from Diddy's famous white parties, have stirred up quite a buzz online. These events, held at luxurious locations like Diddy's Hamptons estate, and later in places like Saint-Tropez and Beverly Hills, were known for their exclusivity, attracting A-list celebrities from various entertainment industries. Footage and photos show Stern mingling at these parties alongside other celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, Kim Kardashian, and Leonardo DiCaprio, raising questions about the depth of their friendship. The events themselves were extravagant, with guests decked out in all-white attire and indulging in a range of luxuries. Diddy's gatherings were not just about fun, they were also about power and influence. This has led to speculation that Stern's presence wasn't just casual, but might have had deeper implications, possibly related to the media influence that Stern wields. Despite their differing personas, Diddy's flashy, party-centric image versus Stern's provocative, yet more reserved approach.
Larry, you know what? We're gonna turn this into a party. Come on, lady.
All that bullshit you kick, player hating from the side.
Oh, yeah.
Their appearances together have prompted people to wonder just how close these two figures really are. Stern has used his platform to comment on Diddy's lifestyle multiple times, often with a tone of curiosity, making one wonder if Stern's involvement is purely for entertainment or if there's a more complex relationship at play. The intrigue deepens when considering that Diddy's parties were not just social events, but also power plays within the industry.
I like these headphones. Beats by Dr. Dre. That wasn't crazy.
Celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Aretha Franklin have attended these iconic gatherings. Still, the fact that Stern was repeatedly spotted in the mix, especially given his outsider status in the hip-hop community, has left many scratching their heads about the real story behind their relationship.
Put your hands in the air. Come on, everybody. Put your hands in the air.
So why is Stern, who doesn't usually mingle in such circles, at the center of these events? Is it just for content, or is there a hidden alliance here? Does this friendship offer mutual benefits that go beyond what meets the eye? Could Stern's commentary and involvement in Diddy's parties be a way for him to gain exclusive insights into the celebrity world? Or is there a strategic alliance behind their connection? Is Diddy using his friendship with Stern to manage his public image, especially as controversy surrounding his events surface? Diddy's infamous parties. Why is Stern interested? Diddy's legendary parties have always sparked intrigue and controversy.
These wild parties, and if you got a wild party and P. Diddy puts on that wild party.
Often attended by the biggest names in Hollywood and music. Known for their extravagance and exclusivity, these gatherings are not just social events but are often described as spectacles of excess. Howard Stern's interest in these parties, particularly the infamous white parties, goes beyond casual attendance. It hints at a deeper curiosity, or perhaps even a calculated move on Stern's part. Stern's appearances at these events have not been without incident. He has shared stories about his time at Diddy's parties, expressing discomfort and recounting awkward experiences. For example, Stern described feeling alienated when he attended a white party, where he was relegated to the less interesting part of the event, unable to access the more exclusive areas. He also mentioned being so uncomfortable that he eventually left early because he wasn't even allowed to use the restroom, highlighting the mysterious and elitist nature of these parties. The allure of these parties isn't just about exclusivity. They are also shrouded in rumors and controversies that attract media figures like Stern. He's used his platform to discuss these events, often bringing on other celebrities like Usher, who have had their own experiences with Diddy. In one particular interview, Usher opened up about his teenage years living under Diddy's mentorship, dubbed the Puffy Flavor Camp.
That's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's.
Usher described seeing curious things, but admitted he was too young to fully comprehend what he was witnessing. Usher's stories on Stern's show added fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy's parties.
You just can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
He mentioned the hedonistic atmosphere, filled with music legends like Biggie Smalls, Lil' Kim, and others. While he didn't reveal specific details, his reluctance to send his own children to such events was telling. This has only intensified speculation about what really happens behind the scenes at these events, and why Stern would repeatedly engage with such stories.
And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Howard Stern's fascination with Diddy's parties might not just be for entertainment purposes. Given his influence and reach, there are suggestions that Stern's presence and subsequent commentary could serve as a way for him to gather insider knowledge or establish leverage.
Puffy's place was just filled with chicks and orgying nonstop, right?
No, not really.
By positioning himself close to Diddy and his inner circle, Stern could be seeking to gain exclusive insights that fuel his radio show and maintain his relevance in the ever-evolving entertainment landscape. So, is Stern's involvement a strategic move to gain media clout and exclusive content for his platform, or is he genuinely captivated by the mysterious lifestyle of his famous acquaintance? And as more celebrities speak out about their experiences, will Stern finally reveal deeper details of what he's witnessed at these controversial events? The Stern Interviews, unveiling Diddy's secrets or playing along. Howard Stern's interviews about Diddy and his infamous lifestyle have always been a hot topic, with audiences eagerly tuning in to hear more. Stern's role as an entertainer who thrives on controversy makes these moments stand out, but his approach raises a big question. Is Stern exposing secrets, or is he simply playing along to entertain his audience?
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right?
One of the most notable interviews took place in 2016 when Usher appeared on Stern's show. Usher recounted his time at Diddy's Puffy Flavor Camp, a program designed to mold young artists. Usher shared how he lived with Diddy as a teenager.
Curious, I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Witnessing a wild lifestyle filled with late-night parties and unusual events. While he avoided specific details, the imagery he described painted a vivid picture of a lifestyle far from ordinary. Stern, ever the provocateur, pressed for more information.
Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this. Oh. I was having a good time.
Joking about the nature of these gatherings, which prompted laughter from his co-host Robin Quivers.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Despite Stern's probing, he often maintains a playful tone, which suggests he might be downplaying the seriousness of these events. Stern's tendency to treat these stories as mere entertainment raises suspicions about whether he's truly unaware of the darker allegations against Diddy or if he's complicit in hiding the truth. For example, Stern commented on how his own experience at Diddy's party was odd, feeling excluded and even joking about the lack of basic amenities like a bathroom. It seemed lighthearted, but some argue this is Stern's tactic to subtly hint at the exclusivity and secrecy of Diddy's circles. Stern's interviews often bring these strange stories to light without diving too deeply into their implications.
Can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
His conversations with other celebrities who attended Diddy's parties like Justin Bieber and Khloe Kardashian follow a similar pattern.
If you make more than 50,000, you better take your ass over there and get one of them t-shirts too. There ain't no more. Let's go.
He asks questions but keeps the tone humorous, avoiding any hard-hitting revelations that could damage his relationship with Diddy or alienate his audience.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
The strategy may be intentional. By maintaining an image of the curious outsider, Stern can distance himself from any accusations of complicity while still riding the wave of public interest. This approach allows him to remain relevant without jeopardizing his connections in the entertainment world. So, is Stern using these interviews to subtly reveal what he knows? Or is he strategically keeping things light to avoid deeper scrutiny? Is he genuinely an outsider to Diddy's world? Or is his involvement more complicated than it seems?
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
What theories say about their connection? The relationship between Diddy and Howard Stern has given rise to a host of online conspiracies, many suggesting that their connection goes far beyond mere friendship. With Stern's continued engagement and commentary on Diddy's lifestyle, some conspiracy theorists argue that their alliance is part of a broader scheme involving power and mutual interests.
You know, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting.
One popular theory is that Stern's connection with Diddy serves a protective purpose. Given Stern's platform, some believe that he might be using his influence to shape the public narrative around Diddy, especially as legal troubles mount. This theory suggests that Stern's commentary on Diddy's lifestyle and events could be a calculated move to manage public perception and maintain Diddy's image as a misunderstood entertainer.
You know him as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs,
rather than someone embroiled in controversy. Other theories go further, speculating that Diddy's reach and influence extend deep into various industries. By aligning himself with Stern, Diddy could be attempting to use media allies to control stories and manipulate how the public views him. For instance, as allegations around Diddy intensify, Stern's continued lighthearted commentary and refusal to delve deeply into accusations could indicate a calculated effort to soften the blow or deflect attention. The idea that Diddy holds leverage over influential figures like Stern also circulates online. Some theorists propose that Stern's choice to stay in Diddy's orbit is a form of insurance, where both parties mutually benefit. For Stern,
Wait a minute. Come on, that was a big party. You know who you took.
being connected to someone as high profile as Diddy provides exclusive content for his show, boosting ratings. For Diddy, Stern's platform offers a way to subtly manage public perception, ensuring that sensitive topics are only addressed in a controlled, humorous manner that doesn't do lasting damage.
Wait a minute. Come on, that was a big party. You know who you took.
These theories gain traction as more resurfaced footage and interviews reveal the extent of Stern's involvement. While some dismiss them as mere speculation, others see the long-term pattern of Stern's behavior and commentary as evidence that his connection to Diddy is more than coincidental. Could Stern be using his platform to protect Diddy while securing his own place in the upper echelons of entertainment? Or is it possible that their alliance is purely for mutual media benefit, with each figure using the other as a stepping stone to maintain relevance?
you had some party, and then you took the whole party back to your place or something? Was that you who did that? Was it P. Diddy?
Howard Stern's strategic silence amidst Diddy's recent scandals.
Self-effacing, you could really... Steve, did he disappoint you? Because yesterday you said, I hope he did. You hope that he...
Howard Stern, known for his outspoken and provocative style, has taken a surprisingly quiet stance amidst the mounting allegations against Diddy. As the controversies surrounding Diddy have intensified, Stern's limited commentary is raising eyebrows. Is he protecting his longtime acquaintance or strategically distancing himself as the legal issues deepen? Historically, Stern has not shied away from discussing controversial figures.
You limited the amount of men allowed into the party.
Oh, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Good move.
What's the ratio? What's the proper mix at a party? How many men to women?
On his show, he has probed celebrities about their involvement in Diddy's parties and even pressed Usher for details about his teenage experience living with Diddy. Yet, as new and severe allegations have emerged, ranging from racketeering to inappropriate conduct, Stern's response has been notably reserved. Unlike other public figures who have spoken against Diddy, Stern has neither condemned nor defended him. This silence is curious, given that Stern's platform thrives on diving into scandalous topics. Fans are left wondering if Stern's silence is a tactical move to avoid becoming embroiled in the controversy, or if it's an attempt to protect his ties with Diddy. Stern's reluctance is even more conspicuous when compared to other celebrities connected to Diddy.
And then you took the whole party back to your place or something? Was that you who did that? Was it P. Diddy?
High-profile figures like Naomi Campbell and Lil' Kim have quietly distanced themselves. Campbell, for instance, removed past posts related to Diddy from her social media accounts. Similarly, Khloe Kardashian, who previously attended Diddy's parties, has refrained from commenting publicly despite her past involvement. The collective silence suggests that Stern and other celebrities may be managing their reputations carefully. With the entertainment industry's close-knit relationships, speaking out against Diddy could have long-term consequences for their careers. Some speculate that these figures are avoiding backlash.
I mean,
you gotta know a girl.
It's not just what I want to do. That's just like a little dirty to me. I'm not doing that.
Or are under pressure to remain quiet as the legal process unfolds. Stern's silence could be interpreted as an attempt to walk a fine line between maintaining his relationship with Diddy while avoiding any appearance of support for controversial behavior. This hesitation to speak out highlights a broader trend within Hollywood, where many stars prefer to stay silent rather than take a stand, perhaps to safeguard their positions and avoid getting pulled into a narrative they can't control. Does Stern's silence imply loyalty to an old friend, or is it a move to protect his career and reputation? Is he waiting for the dust to settle before making a statement, or is this a calculated effort to stay neutral?
Pool situation.
Pull it together.
Yeah, there's definitely a 24-hour party staff that's around me.
Diddy's influence over Stern, a closer look. The idea that Diddy may hold leverage over Stern isn't far-fetched.
I know Diddy because he did the show once.
Diddy's connections within the music and entertainment industries run deep, and his influence is undeniable. For years, he's maintained a close-knit circle of powerful figures, making alliances that could extend beyond friendship to strategic partnerships. Stern's behavior, therefore, could be a product of this influence. Stern's platform, The Howard Stern Show, is one of the largest in entertainment media. By allowing Stern access to his exclusive events and connections, Diddy potentially benefits from a media ally who can influence public perception. For Stern, the advantage is clear. Having exclusive content and celebrity gossip keeps his show relevant and boosts ratings.
Who's the girl you're in a steady relationship with?
I got back with the mother of my child named.
This mutually beneficial relationship might explain Stern's reluctance to dive deeply into Diddy's controversies, despite his typical willingness to tackle such topics. Several online theories propose that Diddy has strategically used his influence over media figures like Stern to manage his image. By maintaining friendly ties with the prominent hosts, Diddy may subtly guide the narratives around his controversies, ensuring they are either minimized or spun favorably. This could explain why Stern's commentary on Diddy's behavior often stays on the surface, avoiding deeper, more critical analysis that could harm their relationship or Diddy's brand. Another layer to this theory is Diddy's history of leveraging connections to control narratives.
I feel it's very important that I clear that up. I decided that I'm just going to go with the name Diddy.
Some observers point to Stern's lighthearted recounting of his experiences at Diddy's parties as evidence that Stern may be playing into Diddy's strategy. By framing these events as mere wild stories without exposing their potentially serious implications, Stern keeps his audience entertained while sidestepping controversy. If Diddy does indeed wield this level of influence, it suggests a calculated alliance where both parties benefit.
Was at that big party that Clive Davis threw?
Yes, yes.
Stern gets content while Diddy retains media control. This dynamic might also explain why other celebrities associated with Diddy have either stayed silent or only provided limited commentary. They could be bound by similar arrangements or fear jeopardizing their own industry standing. So, does Stern's behavior indicate he is merely being cautious, or is it a sign of Diddy's control over the narrative? Are other celebrities involved for similar reasons, maintaining a united front to avoid the fallout of speaking out against one of the industry's most influential figures?
When you're around Naomi Campbell and all these hot chicks, you act totally disinterested. You were busy with your camera.
What's next? Speculations on the future of Diddy and Stern's relationship. As the controversies and legal troubles around Diddy continue to grow, speculation mounts about the future of his relationship with Howard Stern. With new allegations emerging frequently, The big question is, will Stern maintain his connection with Diddy, or will he distance himself to protect his own brand?
You know, I'm always trying to figure you out. You seem to have an endless supply of money. I mean, you really have hit the big time.
Howard Stern's involvement with Diddy has always been shrouded in intrigue. Despite the seriousness of the current accusations, Stern has largely remained silent, a move that seems out of character given his usual bold style. His silence could be interpreted as strategic. Staying neutral avoids the risk of being seen as complicit or overly critical. But as the allegations build momentum, Stern might find it increasingly difficult to maintain this stance. The dynamics of their friendship fit into a broader pattern within Hollywood, where alliances are often fluid, contingent on public perception and legal realities. For example, other celebrities tied to Diddy such as Naomi Campbell and Usher have either distanced themselves or remained quiet, showing how quickly ties can shift when scandals arise. Stern's hesitation may also stem from a desire to see how the legal situation unfolds, carefully calculating his next move. If Stern continues associating with Diddy, it might signal a level of loyalty.
And remember, there was Naomi on your left, who I guess you're banging,
suggesting that he's willing to weather the storm until proven otherwise. However, such a move is risky. Stern's brand could be tainted by association, especially if further damaging details emerge. Alternatively, Stern could leverage the situation to create content for his show, addressing the controversies head-on. Given his track record of discussing controversial subjects, it's plausible he might eventually break his silence, but only when it benefits him most. The entertainment industry often sees figures strategically navigate controversies, and Stern could use this opportunity to redefine his position depending on public sentiment.
When agents from Homeland Security investigations approach and separate him.
New images of Will Smith attending Diddy's party have surfaced, causing outrage among fans. As one of the most respected people in the industry, his presence at such an event is a disappointment. Many are now wondering if he supported Diddy's alleged unlawful activities. Could these images destroy Will Smith's career? What did he say about such allegations? So join us as we explore how the new party footage of Diddy and Will Smith changes everything. Will Smith and P. Diddy have been linked since the late 1990s and early 2000s, with the two men frequently attending events together. P. Diddy released his debut single in 1996, while Will Smith released his debut single a year later in 1997. They have both been involved in various high-profile projects and have been spotted together at numerous events. In 2003, the pair were pictured together with boxing legend Muhammad Ali at a launch event for his book. 5 years later, in 2008, they were spotted with Will's son, Jaden Smith, P. Diddy's son, Christian Combs, and actor Tyrese Gibson at the premiere of Columbia Pictures. However, it's not just their friendly appearances that have raised eyebrows. Old pictures of P. Diddy's parties have surfaced, showing a disturbing and objectifying display of women. One particular image from a 2004 freak-off party in Miami has sparked outrage, with a woman decoratively positioned on a table serving as a centerpiece for a food display. Diddy is seen savoring a chocolate-dipped strawberry from the woman, while other high-profile guests, including Will Smith, Bruce Willis, Diana Ross, and Owen Wilson, look on.
Has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault.
The party, which was attended by many A-list celebrities, has been criticized for its objectifying and exploitative treatment of women. The fact that Will Smith, a respected figure in the entertainment industry, was in attendance has raised questions about his involvement and knowledge of the events that took place. As the images of Will Smith at Diddy's parties continue to circulate, fans are left wondering, what was he thinking? And why would a religious person like him attend such events? The internet is filled with theories about Will Smith's attendance at Diddy's parties. But what do we really know? Let's explore some of the wildest theories going viral online. The most disturbing aspect of these parties is the alleged attendance of Jaden Smith, Will's son. Fans have been speculating about why Will Smith would take his son to such events, with some suggesting that it was a way of introducing him to the entertainment industry. Yes, you heard it right. According to fans, Diddy's parties have been a way for celebrities to connect with each other, build relationships, and advance their careers. These events have been a platform for industry professionals to network, collaborate, and learn from each other.
All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, 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 yeah.
Fans have speculated that Will Smith took Jaden to Diddy's parties to help him advance his career. Jaden has since become a successful actor and rapper in his own right, and some believe that his attendance at Diddy's parties played a role in his success. Online people have been speculating about the extent of Will's involvement in P. Diddy's illegal activities, with some thinking that he may have been more involved than he has let on. Do you guys remember the incident that occurred during the 94th Oscars when Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair, which Will Smith took offense to? In a shocking turn of events, Will Smith walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock across the face. It left the fans in shock, and many were wondering how the situation would resolve.
I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow.
Well, guess what? Diddy played a major role in saving his friend's reputation. He was scheduled to present the 50th anniversary tribute to the Godfather trilogy. Instead of ignoring the situation, Diddy addressed it head-on, trying to lighten the mood and bring the audience back to the celebration at hand.
Did not know that this year was going to be the most exciting Oscars ever. Okay, Will and Chris, we're going to solve that like family at the gold party. Okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise.
Diddy's comments were seen as a clear defense of Will Smith, and many speculated that it was his way of repaying Will for his loyalty. While Diddy's support for Will Smith at the Oscars seemed like a gesture of goodwill, rumors are now circulating that suggest a more sinister motive. What if Diddy's help came with a price? Was he trying to buy Will's silence? Do you know there are rumors of Diddy threatening Will and Jada? Fans are wondering what Diddy could possibly have on Smith that would make him feel threatened. Let's uncover this rumor. In the early 2000s, Diddy allegedly threatened to physically confront Will due to his belief that Smith and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, were making inappropriate advances towards his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. Gene Deal, a former member of Bad Boy Records' security team, recalled an encounter between Diddy and Will Smith, which took place during the time Diddy was dating Lopez prior to their breakup in 2001. According to Deal, Diddy became upset and threatened to hit Will Smith, believing that the Smiths were trying to hook up with J-Lo. Deal walked towards the rapper, who told him that he felt the Smiths were making inappropriate advances towards Lopez. Diddy then requested that Deal remain in his vicinity in case he needed protection.
So I go towards him, and he said to me, he said, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him.
In case you don't know, Diddy and Lopez dated on and off from 1999 until early 2001, when the pair split amid strains due to Combs' looming trial on gun and bribery charges stemming from a December 1999 shooting incident at Club New York. Well, according to people, Diddy must be using footage of Will Smith at his parties as a way to threaten the actor. This could be a way for Diddy to exert control over Will Smith, potentially damaging his reputation if the footage is leaked. By using this footage, Diddy may be trying to silence Will Smith or prevent him from speaking out against him. What does Will Smith have to say about all this drama? Did anyone ever try to warn us about Diddy's illegal activities and intentions? Stay with us as we uncover the details. The allegations against Diddy are serious, and fans are eager to know whether Will Smith was involved in any way. As a regular attendee at Diddy's parties, Will Smith's presence has raised questions about his knowledge of the alleged wrongdoing. Fans are demanding answers, but so far, Will Smith has remained tight-lipped. It is worrying his fans, who are starting to lose patience. As one of the most respected figures in Hollywood, Will Smith's reputation is built on his integrity and moral compass. His failure to address the allegations is starting to erode that reputation, and fans are beginning to wonder if he is hiding something. The allegations against Diddy are disastrous, and if Will Smith is found to be involved, it could have a devastating impact on his career. We've already seen what the Oscars incident did to his reputation, and these allegations could be the final nail in the coffin. Well, there are many other well-known figures who warned us about his wild parties before his arrest. In 2019, Ashton Kutcher hinted at the wild nature of Diddy's parties. According to him, he had a bizarre relationship with Diddy. Kutcher explained that their friendship started over a prank on his show Punk'd, and they would often hang out and watch football together.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over Punk'd, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation.
However, Kutcher's tone suggested that there was more to the story, and he seemed hesitant to share details. In a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian seemingly shared details about attending a Diddy party. According to her, she went there to see the lifestyle of people, but it was too crazy and wild for her.
Court, I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved.
Her comments suggested that she was both fascinated and intimidated by the party scene. Even singer Usher recalled living with Diddy for a year in the 90s and attending some of his parties. When asked if he would let any of his kids attend one of Diddy's parties, Usher declared, "Absolutely not."
Dad, now, would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Not only Usher, even 50 Cent has been vocal about his discomfort with Diddy's parties. He claimed that Diddy made him uncomfortable with his illogical statements, including one time when Diddy asked him to go shopping together. 50 Cent looked at him like, "What did you just say?" and seemed infuriated by the comment. Last, but not least, Cat Williams claimed that he turned down a staggering $50 million offer to attend one of Diddy's parties. Williams stated that he had to decline the offer 4 times in order to protect his integrity. He didn't want to compromise his values, and humorously mentioned he wanted to maintain his dignity intact, implying that attending the party would have required him to do something that went against his principles. It seems like celebrities were pressured to attend his wild parties. Williams also hinted that more celebrity scandals would soon come to light. Guess what? He was right. The comments from these celebrities indicate a pattern of behavior from Diddy, one that is both wild and uncomfortable. While some stars have been drawn to Diddy's parties, others have been put off by the energy and atmosphere. As everyone has their eyes on Diddy, recent developments in his case are disturbing. What was his response to these allegations? How has his legal team responded to the allegations?
You know, every day until he's out, I will be here with him working on his defense. Will
these allegations affect his career and business empire? Let's take a deeper look into this. The case against Diddy continues to unfold, with new developments emerging in recent weeks. The disgraced singer has been named in over 10 lawsuits, all of which allege inappropriate conduct, coercion, and extensive use of controlled substances. Last month, he was indicted by a grand jury and later arrested on federal charges related to racketeering and trafficking. He was taken into federal custody in New York and has been denied bail twice. Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while awaiting trial. The latest lawsuit against Diddy was filed by Danity Kane member Dawn Richard, who alleges that Diddy behaved inappropriately and unlawfully confined her, and threatened her life when she tried to defend his then-girlfriend Cassie. Richard's allegations are just the latest in a growing list of accusations against Diddy.
There's basically just, you know, someone who brought a civil case and...
Recently, a list of 120 serious misconduct allegations has been filed against Diddy. You will be shocked to know that the complaints against Diddy stretch back to 1991, with the youngest alleged victim being just 9 years old. 25 others claim they were minors at the time of the alleged incidents. According to attorney Tony Busby, who is representing the case, a list of individuals allegedly associated with Diddy is expected to be made public soon. Busby hinted that the list includes well-known figures. The list is expected to be released as part of a series of significant new lawsuits, which will be filed across multiple states in the next 30 days. According to accusers, Diddy's well-known white parties are linked to hotels with controlled substances frequently mentioned. His parties in Ibiza were the epitome of hedonism and excess. The rapper's fixer, who worked with him during his visits to the island, has revealed the extent of Diddy's wild benders and the lengths to which he would go to ensure that his parties were the most talked about events in town. His fixer recalled that no expense was spared when it came to organizing these events. From the moment Diddy and his entourage arrived on the island, they were treated to the best that Ibiza had to offer. This included luxury cars, tables at the most exclusive clubs, yachts, and even private security. Moreover, his parties were a magnet for beautiful young women, and his fixer would often be tasked with selecting the most attractive guests to join the rapper and his friends at his villa. These parties would often go on until the early hours of the morning, with guests indulging in various substances. It is also revealed that Diddy was very particular about his drinks, and his fixer would often have to ensure that his favorite vodka, Ciroc, was always on hand. The rapper was also very fashion conscious and would always dress immaculately, even when partying. Diddy's fixer also revealed that the rapper would often bring a special bag with him on his trips to Ibiza. This bag contained a variety of playful items and accessories intended to add an extra layer of thrill to his parties. Well, Diddy has denied all accusations and entered a not guilty plea to the criminal charges. His team has maintained that the allegations are false and that Diddy is innocent.
He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid.
But what impact will these allegations have on his career? It will have a significant impact as he has been dropped by several business partners and has faced widespread backlash on social media. The case has also raised questions about the culture of the music industry and the ways in which powerful individuals can use their influence to exploit and abuse others. Diddy's legal team is fighting for his release after the third denied bail request by filing an appeal and adding prominent attorneys Anthony Rico and Alexandra Shapiro to the trial team. They had offered a $50 million bail package with conditions to address the government's concerns about his potential danger to the community. The conditions included Diddy wearing a GPS monitoring device at all times, being restricted to his home except for court appearances and meetings with his lawyers, being prohibited from contacting the alleged victims or witnesses in the case, and having no female visitors outside his family. The government has expressed concerns about Diddy's potential danger to the community, arguing that his wealth and influence make him a flight risk and that he has the resources to intimidate or harm the alleged victims and witnesses in the case. U.S. District Judge Andrew Carter denied Diddy's request for bail, stating that the government has proven the defendant is a danger. The judge's decision was based on the government's evidence, which included testimony from the alleged victims and witnesses, as well as records of Diddy's past behavior. Diddy remains in custody as his legal team continues to fight for his release.
But before we move further, let's rewind a bit. What relationship did Diddy have with Justin Bieber? What was Bieber doing spending so much time with Diddy as a teenager, and why is this raising concerns now? That's where we're heading next. So don't go anywhere. Early connection between Diddy and Bieber. The relationship between Sean Diddy Combs and Justin Bieber stretches back to when Bieber was a teenager, and it has now come under heavy scrutiny. When Bieber was only 15, he found himself spending time with Diddy, who was over 40 at the time. One of the most discussed moments from their time together is a resurfaced 2009 video where Diddy talks about how he was given custody of Bieber for 48 hours.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, so
Diddy even jokes about going full crazy and not being able to disclose what they were doing during the time. Although at the time, this might have seemed harmless to some, in light of the serious allegations against Diddy, fans are revisiting these moments with growing concern. Several videos have resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's sex trafficking charges, and fans are now viewing them in a much darker light. In the 2009 clip, Diddy makes cryptic remarks about spending time with Bieber, which many find unsettling. Diddy, an established industry mogul, referring to Bieber as being under his custody, has raised serious questions. especially now that Diddy faces allegations of exploiting vulnerable individuals. Another clip from a 2016 party has also gone viral, in which Bieber, visibly awkward, smiles as Diddy talks about their plans to go out and get some girls. While these moments were perhaps brushed off at the time as part of Bieber's rise in the entertainment industry, they now add fuel to conspiracy theories about what was really happening behind the scenes. Fans are questioning why a teenager was spending so much time in such situations with someone far older, and whether Bieber might have been taken advantage of. The reaction from fans in the media has been swift and critical. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, users are expressing their shock, calling the videos creepy and disturbing. Some fans are openly wondering why no one stepped in to protect Bieber during his teenage years, particularly given Diddy's influence and wealth. Bieber's apparent discomfort in the resurfaced clips has only added to the concern, with many seeing it as a sign that something more sinister may have been happening. Despite the growing attention surrounding these videos and the charges against Diddy, Justin Bieber has remained conspicuously silent. Sources close to him suggest that Bieber is focused on his family and personal life, especially after recently becoming a father. However, fans are left speculating about the reasons behind his silence. Given Bieber's traumatic experiences in the music industry, which he has spoken about in the past, some wonder if there is more to the story than meets the eye. Bieber's decision to not publicly address the issue has left a gap that fans and critics alike are eager to fill. Whether he is avoiding the controversy to protect his own mental health or to distance himself from Diddy's legal troubles remains unclear. Still, his silence only adds more layers to the mystery surrounding his past relationship with Diddy. But while fans speculate, the legal case against Diddy continues to evolve. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the latest bombshell testimonies and new developments that could send shockwaves through the entire music industry. Could these new testimonies reveal more high-profile names involved? What other shockwaves might these developments send across the entertainment industry? Stick around, because it's about to get even more explosive. Broader news about the case and new developments Sean Diddy Combs' legal issues reached a new height in September 2024, when he was formally arrested and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and running a criminal enterprise. The charges stemmed from a long-running investigation that began in 2023 after Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former girlfriend, filed a lawsuit accusing him of years of physical and sexual abuse. Federal authorities raided Diddy's homes in Beverly Hills and Miami, uncovering disturbing evidence that tied him to a network of exploitation. One of the most significant elements of Diddy's legal battle is the growing number of testimonies from alleged victims. Some victims have claimed they were coerced into participating in freak-off parties, events allegedly orchestrated by Diddy that involve drugs, manipulation, and sexual exploitation. These testimonies provide a detailed and disturbing account of the culture of abuse that Diddy allegedly fostered within his inner circle. Perhaps most shockingly, some male sex workers have come forward with claims of exploitation, complicating the case even further. Their accounts point to a broader, more systematic form of abuse, where both men and women were subjected to Diddy's control. These testimonies could be pivotal in securing a conviction, especially given the weight of the accusations that have now been made public. There has also been significant discussion around the broader implications of the case for the entertainment industry. Some argue that Diddy's arrest is part of a larger reckoning within the music world, echoing the impact of the #MeToo movement on Hollywood. They say the power dynamics at play are finally being exposed, and more individuals might soon be held accountable for years of unchecked abuse. As the legal proceedings move forward, there are a few possible outcomes for Diddy. Some legal experts believe that, given the severity of the charges and the growing pile of evidence, Diddy may seek a plea deal to avoid the lengthy and damaging process of a full trial. If he does go to trial and is convicted, he could face decades in prison, effectively ending his career and leaving his legacy in tatters. On the other hand, Diddy's legal team is working tirelessly to challenge the charges, claiming that the allegations are part of a coordinated effort to tarnish his name. They have suggested that Diddy is a target because of his wealth and influence,